Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. Fairly recently, there had been a lot of political wahaha happening in Ebonyi State, and it has to do with the sitting governor, Governor Umahi, and some key politicians in PDP. Don't forget, he left PDP for APC, and after then, some issues started coming up between him and Ayim, Pius, Ayim, and also with Sam Egwu and with other senators like Senator Obina, Ogba, and Ali, Odefa, and the rest. And his problem was that they are trying to foment trouble in Ebonyi State, and it has caused a lot of rancor to take place, which is inimical to the growth of the state. But right now, he has decided to take a very shocking step towards them, which most people do not believe that it can happen, especially now that the PDP had already leveled allegation against the governor that he has intention of assassinating. That's really strong. Assassinating the likes of Ayim, Pius, Ayim, and the rest. And this came via the mouth of the acting national chairman of the PDP, Chief Ali Odefa, during a press briefing in Enugu. But despite all of that, the governor has taken a very drastic step, a positive step, which is quite shocking to many. Now, according to the news, the governor of Ebonyi State, Chief Dave Umahi, on Monday finally tendered an unreserved apology to the former secretary to the government of the Federation, Senator Pius, Ayim, and the former governor, Sam Egwu, on the recent feud that existed between them. Governor Umahi tendered apology while addressing the stakeholders of the state and APC supporters at the groundbreaking of FMBN/NLC/TUC/NECA housing estate that took place at Uhuru Community Hausara local government area of Ebonyi State. According to him, he said, "Let me publicly say it here that I have directed that nobody should abuse anybody again. Even if I am abused, it goes with the job. Do not respond to them. I am the father of the state, and I should be ashamed of myself if the state of Ebonyi is allowed to go into bitterness and into disunity. I have decided to move forward. I have decided to forgive all, and at the cost of this, those who may have been hurt because I take responsibility for the actions of all my government officials and for all my supporters." He said, "I offer apologies to them. I am not going to sit on the judgment with anybody. This apology and forgiveness should be enough to settle all bad blood, and I have no regret for that. Governor, God directed me to do this." He said, "God directed me to do this, and I thank all our leaders who have intervened. I thank the Catholic Bishop Nachi Okoro. I thank Khan people led by the chairman, Reverend Dr. Abraham Wali. I thank the founding fathers. I thank the Ohaneze leadership led by Chief Nyanwodo, Uchenna Madu, and all leaders of the Southeast. Never again shall we respond to any attack against our government. It is not necessary, but fact speaks for itself." Those were the words of the governor of Ebonyi State, and it's quite a shocking one, considering the fact that most people had believed that this will intensify to something that will be unthinkable in the nearest future. Don't forget that all of this is happening because of his defection from the PDP to the APC. But a lot of people have asked some very serious questions, and one of it is, how true is the apology? Is it that it's just a surface thing that would dissuade or distract some persons from what is currently happening in Ebonyi State? Don't forget that Ayim Pius Ayim gave Nigerian a precedent of who the governor of Ebonyi State is. And he did make mention of certain people that he had dealt with in the past, and also did open up that when he makes certain statements, what he is ready to do is already in his heart. But looking at what has just happened, he has decided to apologize to these people. Do you think that this is a way to prove that he has forgiven them truly, or he has let go of the issue? No more riff again in, Ebonyi State. Time will tell. But first of all, we just want to look at some of the things that some persons have said, which it's really, it brings it a lot of thoughts in our mind. One of it is that some persons are of the opinion that this apology that he had tendered to these guys is a way of drawing them closer and causing them to live without the consciousness of themselves. In other words, he's trying to draw them out and try to cause them to feel that he is a weakling, or possibly not just a weakling, because one who forgives is actually not a weakling, but just to distract them a little bit so that they will not be looking at themselves. But I am yet to see anything done by Ebonyi State Governor thus far. I'm talking about the negative part. I paid a visit to Ebonyi State, and the developmental stride I saw there was really unthinkable. I've not seen such in any of the other states, especially with the limited resources that he has. He has taken good care of Ebonyi State. But apart from that, looking at the fact that he has intentions of possibly going in for a political post come 2023. Most people believe that he is taking this decision so that he can win back the hearts of certain persons and be able to draw back the interest most people have in him, and kind of to quell down, the tension that was already in Ebonyi State. Don't forget that this man is a politician. Talking about the Ebonyi State Governor, is a politician of repute. Already we have seen his influence thus far in Ebonyi State, and considering some things that are ongoing currently in Ebonyi State, most people are still very uncomfortable with the step he has taken. Though there had been several reports that the chief whip of the House of Assembly in Ebonyi State has been, kicked out of that position. And the reason, a lot of people say that the reason why he's been kicked out is because he has refused to join the winning party. That's refused to join the Ebonyi State Governor's party. That's why they have decided to kick him out. So with those kind of activities happening, and the fact that he has already disassociated himself with some of the appointees that were given to him by Ayim, Pius, Ayim, a lot of people still believe that there is no truth in the step taken by the Ebonyi State Governor. But we are still waiting to see what will happen in the nearest future. The future is not far. As day goes by, we will see a lot of things being unraveled before our very eyes. We'd like to leave it there. He has finally apologized, and according to him, he said that it is actually God that touched his heart and told him to do what he just did. Do you think that it's truly God that told him, or it's just a way of kind of distracting people? Let's interact.